Tomorrow. Bless up, my people. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Anissa Bell Rose. Thanks to all the new subscribers. Thanks to the returning subscribers. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Turn the post notification bell on. Put it on all so you won't miss an upload from me. On the road to 20k, help me to get there, my people. So, in this brand new video, I have a clipping to show you guys where the crab circle has reopened today. And a whole heap of people come out there, my people. I don't know if a gimmicks thing or what. But a whole heap of them ask for Alice. And we're seeing where those who have returned are getting, support same way. The people them come out and them a buy them crab and them a buy whatsoever is sold out there. So when you take a look. Tomorrow.
Somebody want reverse. Want reverse. I'm going to slow them enough. I guess so.
What? Mountain picture here, bite on him,
I'm sure no the ear when the gentleman say Alice them want crab from and you name it. But as me say, I don't know if I gimmicks my people. But I posted a video about this and we seen somebody comment and say, labor right thing, Alice I go return and reante. But the mayor has spoken that the health department did not call Alice for any training. So I don't know how Alice I go return if she wasn't trained and so forth. So want to make me know what to think about this and tell me in the comment section if Uno still are lending the support to those who have returned to the crab circle. Some people know that there was a state of emergency that was in effect in St. James from the triple murder incident, and 2 little schoolboys have been murdered in that incident. And on the 7th of November, we've seen where the Prime Minister had called a state of emergency. And we know that the state of emergency them run for 14 days. So that state of emergency in St. James was lifted Tuesday, right? Only for last night, there was another state of emergency that took effect in 4 parishes right now. Namely Hanover, St. James, St. Catherine, and Clarendon. And we're seeing where the Jamaicans for Justice come out. We're seeing where the People's National Party come out. And we get a rebuttal from the Minister of Information, Nesta Morgan, who is defending this move by Prime Minister Andrew Holness. But make we talk up what Jamaican for Justice had to say, as well as the People's National Party. Before I jump into that, my people, remember to drop a like, share and subscribe to the channel if you're new. So the Director for Jamaicans for Justice, Kenyatta Powell, has described the government as a one-trick pony over its continued reliance on the states of emergency as a crime-fighting tool. And my people, if we can recall, we know that this is not the 4th or the 5th time since a state of emergency has been called in the parish of St. James. And a whole heap of people have come out calling for the Prime Minister to draft up a crime plan to get this crime and violence under control. But the government has been using the state of emergencies as basically means of curtailing the crime. Mr. Powell says that the manner in which the government is using the state of emergencies amounts to bad governance.
Yeah, the government has become a kind of one-trick pony on this thing. So we can expect that the government will continue to declare states of emergencies because it does appear that they've decided that the routine use of emergency powers would be is to be an integral part of their approach to dealing with crime.
Yes.
I think that approach is misguided, more than likely unconstitutional, but the government does share that position. I think the government is trying to be too clever by half, and what they're doing is trying to elide the constitutional scheme of the constitutional requirement. And I think that this kind of behavior ought not to be, this kind of behavior on the part of the state ought not to be encouraged. And I think it indicates to me an escalation of the government's bad behavior in relation to state of public emergencies. Because I think what we should now expect would be serial declarations affecting the same geographic area, meaning that the government declares a state of emergency, it expires after 40 days, and upon the very date of the expire or the very next day, a fresh declaration is made.
While the opposition spokesman on national security, Senator Peter Bunting, has described the recent declaration of states of public emergency as performative act aimed at scoring political points. He maintains that the opposition position that the Holness administration's continued is routine use of state of emergency, that it is unconstitutional, and he spoke out on the nationwide news this morning. Take a listen.
On the face of it, this appears to be purely performative. The JLP conferences this weekend, the same thing was done last year, the week or so prior to their conference. They announced these states of emergencies. It's really performative so that the Prime Minister can go into his conference and say they're doing something. The truth is this government has been an abject failure in terms of the safety and security of the Jamaican people. They didn't fulfill their key promise that they would improve the situation in terms of violent crime. The reality is, in the 8 years since they've been in office, 2,000 more people, 2,000 more Jamaicans have been murdered than if they had just maintained the rate of the previous administration. So they've been an abject failure at it, and these declarations of states of emergency are performative. They're not meaningful. Each situation will have to be looked on based on its merits. We, for example, supported the declaration of a state of emergency in 2010. So it's not a blanket yes or no. Each request would have to be determined on its merit. If the circumstances warrant, it's provided for in the Constitution. As long as it complies with the Constitution and it is lawful, then we can't close the door on that because it is provided for in the Constitution. It is the serial and routine use that is not provided for. And that is what we have asked the courts to declare unconstitutional. And in fact, some elements of it have already been declared unconstitutional.
And my people, you all know that the Information Minister, Robert Morgan, had to come out defending the Prime Minister's decision to declare this new round of state of emergency without consulting the parliamentary opposition. And for them, reason for not consulting the People's National Party is because they're saying that the People's National Party doesn't support them using the state of emergency. So quote unquote, remember the Prime Minister did say the People's National Party don't support him crime fighting strategy. Morgan said that the government declared the emergency security measure in parishes of St. James, Hanover, Clarendon and St. Catherine midnight, because the Commissioner Anderson also noted that Clarendon and St. Catherine have accounted for 24% of all murders across the island since the start of the year. Morgan stressed that the government must act strategically to save lives.
We're following the letter of the law. The Constitution affords the states to declare states of emergencies for an initial period of 14-15 days. That's what we have done. There's no legal argument and there's no constitutional argument that states of emergencies are unconstitutional. And we, as a government, as a state, are following the letter of the law to the T. It's not a circumvention of Parliament, because Parliament, we for every SOE we have declared, we have tabled the regulations in Parliament That's one. And Parliament does not kick in the whole process of SOE until there is a need for an extension. The opposition has stated clearly that regardless of the effectiveness of the SOEs, regardless of the fact that SOEs are saving lives, we know that during the SOE in St. James, we had no murders, but the opposition has maintained that they will not support states of emergency, even though the population that are impacted in the communities that have been terrorized by gangs and criminals and murders have been taking place in these communities, and the people are happy with the states of emergency. They will not support it. I think the government has to make strategic decisions. The security forces make strategic decisions as it relates to where and when they declare states of emergencies, and we have to give them the freedom to make those strategic decisions.
So in the year we're going in this video, my people, the comment section right now is open for you guys. I want to drop some comment in the comment section and make a reason. Tell me what you think about Crab Circle being open. Tell me what you think about, you know, people still going there supporting. Tell me what you think about this whole state of emergency right now has taken effect since last night and is set to be lifted on the 6th of December 2023. Drop some comment and make a reason, as I say. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Go over to my other platform, Instagram and Facebook, and follow me over there at Anissa Bell Rose. Check out the YouTube store, make a purchase, it goes in support of the channel. Check out the YouTube membership, you get a lot of benefits by becoming a member. We do notifications shout out in each and every video. To be a part of that, all you have to do is be the first to comment, like and subscribe to the channel, and you'll be shouted out in the following video. This notification shout out goes to Horace Anderson. Big up yourself, Horace Anderson. Thanks for the support on the channel from each and every subscriber. New viewers, come on board, journey with me. Join the ABR movement. On the road to 20k, like up the videos, share up the videos, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Big up on yourself.